And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Justin Warwick back again, and it's playoff time. AFL season year 2 has come to a conclusion, but now 8 teams looking to try and see if they can become Arena Bowl champions. So we take a look at the final standings of the year. We're going to go over a few things here this morning. The 4 teams in the National Conference that made it, obviously Slash and Desperados, finish at 12-4, and they take the top spots, as the Dragons and Soul able to get themselves into the playoffs as well. The Rush end up having a 12-4 record. The Avengers right behind them, 11-5. The Crush 9-7, and then the Cats able to squeeze in thanks to the divisional and conference winning percentage between the rest of the teams. So the Slash take the National Southern, the Desperados take the National Eastern, as the Eastern will host 3 teams. The American Western will host a single team, while the American Central will host 3 teams as well, having the Rush, Crush, and Cats all making it in. We'll take a look at the stat book for the league ending, season ending statistics, as Dan Russell ends with the best rating in the league of 116.8, as he got pretty good yardage as well, 4,255 yards, barely beat out by John Dutton with 42 and 68. 95 touchdowns though for the Crush's John Dutton, so he was definitely firing things up, as DeRozio, the only other guy with 90 touchdowns. As for interceptions in this one, Mike Ziegler won the Rattlers a 20 interception league ending, season ending total. John Kaleo, best percentage on the league, was 61%, as it looked like Aaron Garcia, one of the many guys that got sacked quite a bit, but he wasn't the most. Matt DeRozio sacked 26 times, as Adrian McPherson that got taken down 21, and Storner, who was injured, ended up getting 20. Longest touchdown pass goes to Russell with the 50-yarder in his season. Dan Alexander and Lonnie Ford, no surprise here, these 2 guys going to get most yards in the league, as they ended up finishing 279 apiece. Most touchdowns, though goes to Dan Alexander. Well, actually, very happy, though. DeJuan Moss didn't have the yards, but he ended up with 12 touchdowns. So definitely a really fun thing to see him tied for second on that one. Most fumbles, though, in this league went to John Kaleo, tied with DeJuan Moss, though, for 6. I was kind of sad about that, but that's okay. Longest rush still belonged to Wes Hours, who put that big hurt on us a while back in the season. As we look now toward the receiving total, Steve Smith is going to get most receptions, 138, but most yards will definitely go to Damian Rutledge, who finished the season with 2,562 yards. Most touchdowns, though, Rutledge will get second, right behind Damian Harrell, who ended up with 46 touchdowns on the year, as most drops sadly goes to Rutledge, as he was contested quite a bit all year. Ivory McCann's going to get second. However, Rutledge did get the longest reception at 50 yards. As for blocking, no surprise here, the Georgia Force's Adam Metz ends up with the only guy who had 40 pancakes. He had 43. He only allowed 7 sacks along the year. But most sacks allowed, Greg Krause, who ended up having 15 sacks allowed. So every other time he had a pancake, he also had a sack allowed against him. Defensively, David Saunders with the most tackles in the league, 124. The only other guy with the 120 is Saul Patu. Most missed tackles in the league, Carpenter, James, and Ford each with 10. And sadly, Cornelius Bonner had 9 missed tackles all the year. But something to be happy about here, Harold Vandiver had a good surge late in the year, and the only guy with double-digit sacks on the year with 12, as Jason Johnson also tied for second with 9 there with Charlie Carpenter. Most interceptions on the year thanks to Bernard Bailey's surge there at the end of the year. He ends up getting 13 interceptions, and then Cornelius Bonner ended up with 8 on this one, with Zach Wicks between them with 9 interceptions on the year. So definitely fun to see that, as Maurice Brown ended up with the most defensive touchdowns with 3. Then Allen Wicks and Pettis all end up with a couple there. So we take a look at the kicking. No surprise here. It's Mackenzie Homebreaker who's going to lead the best field goal percentage with 89%. And then Mark Lewis, guy in second there, 77% there. Longest field goal still belongs to Carlos Martinez with 62. Todd France with 61. Then Homebreaker and Lewis both with 60. In that one, best extra point percentage goes to Homebreaker with 96% percentage there, as we had a few guys that had their field goals blocked this year, but thankfully McKenzie was not one of them. So those were basically the totals there for the teams. As this week is going to be the divisional round, we'll take on the Philadelphia Soul. So it's going to be a tough team we'll be looking to have to face. Their total rush offense will be a problem for us. So if we can contain the run, we should be okay. Their rush defense is really good, so we're probably not going to be running against them. But their pass defense is not the best in the world, as we've got the best pass defense in the league. If we can cause some turnovers with our turnover difference, we will have this one in spades. We just got to contain their run game. That's about it. So we'll take a look at the roster for the Philadelphia Soul to see who we are up against. And with the Soul, it's going to be Tony Graziani, as he will be leading their team down the field. The veteran's going to see what he can do, and he's got Steve Smith to target. He is definitely going to be looking towards that man, as Alaric Clark may back him up if need be. Defensively, Eddie Moten is going to be the guy that's going to be trying to stop us, with Dwight Anderson doing everything he possibly can to back his guy up. Martin Biblia is still out for a week, as Phil Bogle will take over on the left end. While on the right end, Arnold Miller is going to be looking to see what he can do, with Kevin White backing him up. With Chris Bell still out for a week, it's going to be Mike Mabry who's going to be right there in the middle doing what he can on both sides of the ball. Wes Hours is going to be the guy that we're going to have to try and stop this week, as he did a huge one on us weeks ago. We'll have to try and see if we can stop him. Raheem Orr will back him up in the fullback linebacker spot, with Jacob Hightower, our former player, going to be back there if need be, but I seriously doubt we'll see him in action. Sean Scott is going to be the wide receiver linebacker, with Jared Dixon following up there on that position. Mike Brown, 84 overall wide receiver D-back, will definitely be somebody who'll be covering some of our better guys, with Byron Jones and Otis Hutton back there just in case. Todd France, one of the better kickers in the league, will be looking to see if he can help put some points on the board if they don't cross that plane. So here we go. It's going to be the first round of the divisional. It's going to be the playoffs. It's going to be some intense football, so we'll definitely be getting into it, as the Soul visit Cincinnati to face the Slash. That is going to be next. And here we are in Cincinnati, Ohio. This will be the spot for all of the playoff games for us anyway. as the Philadelphia Soul coming in to see what they can do against us. Philadelphia, real good team when it comes down to trying to run the football. So we're going to be looking to see if we can do something to contain them there. If we can play some good defense, we should be all right. I do not remember if we had Cornelius Bonner and then Aldridge, or Rutledge, I should say, on the team when we faced them last time. So this game will definitely be an interesting one for certain, as the Soul will call tails and they win the toss. So let's see what they choose to do here. And they will actually take the football. So thank goodness. I like getting the football in the second half, as you know, as getting ready to start the playoffs. Kinsey, homebreaker, will start this football game off. Divisional playoffs. AFL Season 2. And here we go, as that kick will not be a bad one. Oh, Bernard Bailey tried to make the tackle, but Steve Smith put the brakes on him, as that'll be out to the 11-yard line, first down. So Graziani going to see what he can do in this game here. Brown, Smith, and Scott out there to his left as he goes in motion. And back to pass there, and that is going to be Callot Brown with a catch. That's going to be a first down, as the defender was behind the receiver there. Receiver with a good catch. That's going to be a first down, as it looked like that was Brown that made the catch there. Smith off the line. He'll take off, and we'll see what they do here. Back to pass. He's going to throw that one. Bernard Bailey in front of it again. That's another touchdown. That's 14 on the year. All right. Didn't mean to skip the cutscene there, but, you know, I thought it hung up there, but that's okay. So here we go. Bonner, Rutledge, and Velcro are out there early. We'll see what they can do here. Go back to pass. They'll launch that one toward Rutledge. He will get that inside the 5. First down. So that's a first down easily, as Damian Rutledge with a good catch there. Now let's see if we can possibly run the ball here against them. So one pass, 29 yards. And they do what they need to. And Damian Rutledge will watch his fullback walk in. DeJuan Moss with the score, touchdown. Slash. With DeJuan Moss scoring the first touchdown of the game. Slash already trying to see if they can come in and win this one. His homebreaker will kick that one about as straight as possible. Up in and good, so the Slash make the first turnover and make the first score. Something we normally have had trouble with all season is stopping that first drive. Well, we do it here thanks to Bernard Bailey, and that definitely helped out. As that kick is going to be a bad one. And that will be a touchback. Thankfully, it'll stay in bounds there and go out of the back of the end zone. So that'll put the ball on the 5-yard line. So let's see if Graziani can shake off the cobwebs from that last one. As Smith will be off the line, Brown and Scott to the right. And back to pass here. They'll throw that one to the left, and Smith will catch it. Steve Smith with it. That's about 8-yard gain, or 7-yard they'll call it. So Van Diver, Golston, and Viong are on the defensive side of things, trying to see if they can cause some pressure. All three receivers to the right. Brown's going to go rolling to the left now, as that is going to be a throw short, and Graziani missed him as he threw that one a bit too far. 3rd and 3 now. Let's try and contain a little bit. See if I can watch the defender. watch ours. Smith going to take off here. And it's going to be a throw short there, and good catch as Brown will have it and go over the wall past the 15 to the 17, first down. As I tried to get in front of it with Velcro, but just couldn't do it. As Van Diver now is going to be on the right end, at least for the offense here. Back to pass there, and Graziani has to get away. Brown's going to make the catch, and touchdown. Joseph Burns couldn't quite get him. That's going to put him within one. So the Soul with a good little drive the second time around. Definitely going to see what they can do here as they put that one up in a good Todd France. 1 for 1 on the day. So that's going to tie things up. Graziani hits Brown. 33-yard pass. 4 plays, 46 yards. And they score. As Rutledge will get the kick there. Going to try and maneuver our way through here. Get to about the 15. Not bad of a return there. So here we go. Let's see if we can launch this one here. Go back to pass there. Throw that one over the middle. Rutledge will get it, and that'll be a first down. First and goals. He gets inside the 10 to the 8. So good job there. So Dan Russell so far 2 for 2 on the day. He hadn't had to throw it too much, but he's got everything going for him so far. Back to pass there. Going to have to throw that one quick, and that's going to be incomplete. Tried to hit Joseph Burns there, who was in, but incomplete there. So Bonner back out there now. Velcro on that other side there. Going to see what we can do here. Back to pass there. Throwing that one to the right, and again tried to hit Bonner, but just couldn't do it. As Russell just having a little bit of trouble with the short range here. All right, see what we got this time. Burns out there now, Rutledge and Bonner. So may just have to see if we can hit Burns here. Burns will get open, and he will drop it. Joseph Burns had a touchdown, and he could not hang on. As that'll make it 4th and goal now. So we bomb it on first down and get a good distance, but just can't finish it off. And finally kick a straight kick. That'll be up in and good. Mackenzie Homebreaker puts the Slash back up now by 3, 10 to 7. So the Slash gets stopped early. That's all right. 23-yard field goal by Homebreaker. Go 5 plays, 28 yards. And took a bit of time off the clock. So we'll see how things go defensively here for the Slash. That kick will go up, and that will go between the uprights. A touchback. There we go. So let's see how well the Soul can do this time on their 3rd drive. They had one drive go the other way, and then one drive successful. So here we go. As they're going to throw that one over the left-hand side, Steve Smith can't hang on as he's tackled in and out of the hands. So less than 30 seconds left in the first quarter as Jason Johnson comes in, our second leading sack master, as he's going to try and do everything he can there. But that is going to be a good catch by Brown, as Bailey unable to reach that one, as that is going to be a completion and a first down, ball at midfield. So Brown now 76 yards so far on the day. Brown and Smith to the left, Scott on the right, and Scott will actually take off, but that'll be it. After 1 quarter of play, Cincinnati Slash lead the Philadelphia Soul 10-7. So we will see what we can do here. Have not seen ours run the football yet, so gonna be looking to see what he can do there. Smith will drop another one as he's hit on the catch. Second down now. Smith off the line there. Brown and Scott split him. That's going to be a good throw there. And Velcro somehow got in front of that one. Incomplete. Third down now. Slash trying to make sure they keep this game close. Smith off the line here. He will charge. Oh, he's actually not going to charge. And Bernard Bailey's got another one. As Graziani threw that one and Bailey was right there. That's interception number 2 already. 1 per quarter. All right. So definitely something that we're very proud of, is the ball is going to be placed at the 19-yard line. So Velcro, Bonner, and Rutledge out there. See if we can just bomb this to Rutledge, as he will get actually jammed up. And Russell was under a lot of pressure there. Couldn't get the ball off. As Rutledge got jammed up there at the line, Russell was in trouble. Was able to get rid of it at least, but just couldn't get it. Rutledge will get that one, though. That's going to be just outside the 10. First down, Slash. Because that definitely helped out a lot. So Joseph Burns out there now, as Burns sadly was unable to get that one catch I was looking for earlier. Back to pass here. Throw that one toward Bonner. He's actually going to get it. Cornelius Bonner steps in the end zone before crashing over the boards. That'll be a touchdown. That'll give the Slash a 9-point lead. As I was actually afraid the defender that was covering the other player was going to be over there, but thankfully he was not. As he did not interfere, that ball is going to go off the pole. So that'll be a 9-point lead. My stick skills are not warmed up yet, apparently. So that'll make it a 16-7 score. So they go 11-yard pass from Russell to Bonner. 3 plays, 31 yards. And after the turnover, another score. As that kick is going to be drifting toward the corner, that'll be another touchback. So the Soul have not returned to football yet in this game. Ball's on the 5-yard line. See what Graziani can do. He's thrown 2 interceptions, so he's got to shake it off this time. Back to pass there. It's going to be break through the line there. Brown's going to get the catch there, as Velcro will make the tackle at the 13-yard line. So 2nd and 2 now. Graziani has had every other drive being a good one. Soul with 91 yards passing so far. So not doing bad. Back to pass here. It's going to be thrown, and Brown. He's going to catch that one, and I missed the guy. Touchdown, Soul. That's going to bring them within 3, 16-13. Bernard Bailey taking offense to that dance. So, all right. here we go. Extra point now. Todd France lines up to see what he can do here. As that will be up in and good. So it'll make it 16-14. So trying to see if they can close the gap a bit here. So a 37-yard pass from Graziani to Brown. 2 plays, 45 yards, and they score. So here we go. As Rutledge will get a good return here. Out to about the 12, maybe 13. So Damian Rutledge able to get something there. About 2.5 minutes left in the half. Right back to pass here. They'll launch that one toward Rutledge, and no, too much. Tried to cannon that one, and that was not the play there. Excuse me there. All right, see what we can do here on second down. Rutledge will get blocked off. But he will break free there, and that will be a good defense. Incomplete. So couldn't get anything that time on second down. Tried to hit Rutledge. Just did not work out. They're trying to jam him. So back to pass here. Throw that one toward Velcro. He will get that one as they go to a zone. And that'll pass midfield, first down. All right, so here we go. I'm trying to see what we can do this time. Try and change up some routes here, see if we can catch them off guard here. Back to pass there. Rutledge will get a step there. He's going to get inside the 5, first down. Billboard calls it sweet, and it is. Damian Rutledge able to get upfield and makes a nice little play there. So a minute and a half left in the half. 4 catches now for Rutledge, 95 yards. And this will be a handoff to Moss, and he's going nowhere. Good penetration by the D-line. So second down now. Velcro, Bonner, and Rutledge are out there. So going to go back to pass there. Rutledge breaks free, and he's going to catch it. That one's in the end zone. Touchdown, Damian Rutledge, as he puts that one where he needs to, right in the end zone. So this will put us up by 8. This will be 9. So looking to try and keep this a 2-possession game. 1 minute warning goes off, and that's going to delay the kick for a moment. So the turnovers in this game have definitely helped out the Slash. As that one goes up in and good, so that brings the lead back up to 9, 23-14. 1 minute left, both teams with all 3 timeouts, as that was an 8-yard pass from Russell to Rutledge. One of the shorter ones he's going to make in this game. As that is going to be, it's going to be a kick anyway. That one's going to go off the net, and good tackle there by Pearson. Our fullback linebacker able to take the man down to the 6-yard line. So first down for the Soul. Surprised they have not run the football in this game today, but they've been having trouble offensively. As Graziani is going to take his time here. They're going to hand that one off to Orrs. And Orrs tackled from behind by Van Diver and hit up front by Joseph Burns. That'll be a 5-yard gain. So, like I said, surprised they hadn't run the football, but they do it here. As looked like a timeout was called there. Back to pass. Graziani looking left, and Steve Smith will get it. There's a timeout, as that is going to be their second. So 27 seconds left. Van Diver, Golston, Vion on the D line. They've not had pressure yet in this game. As that is a good throw short to Scott. Scott will have that one as he subs in. And then it's going to be second down. Oh, then they're going to call timeout. So 2nd and 2 now. The 20 seconds on the 22-yard line. Let's see how well the D line can do here. Smith off the line. Scott to the right. Brown to the left. As that's going to be, tried to throw that one short to Brown, but that one missed, incomplete. Graziani having a bit of trouble here. He is 9 for 16, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Brown and Smith to the left, Scott to the right as he will go in motion. It's going to be back to pass there, throwing over the middle to Scott. That's a touchdown. And Cincinnati will call timeout. 15 seconds left in the half. Todd France looking to see if he can put them within 2 once again. And that's going to be up in a good. Todd France perfect on the day, extra point wise. A 22-yard pass from Graziani to Scott. They go 5 plays, 45 yards, and they score. And this kick will go off the net. Rutledge will get a bit of a return here, and that will be a decent one out to the past the 15. So Cincinnati will call timeout with 11 seconds left. Slash with 1 timeout, the only team with a timeout right now. And here we go, back to pass. They'll throw that one deep, and that will go off the net and incomplete. I forget we're a little shorter on the field here, so can't really do that. Go back to pass here. Going to bomb that one toward Rutledge. Can he get it? No, incomplete. So 2 seconds left. So we'll probably just see if we can kick a field goal here. This one's going to be about a 40, 45-yarder. Hopefully a good straight kick. That one will go up, in, and good. Mackenzie Homebrecker nails the field goal, and that'll put the Slash up a little higher. 26-21, the final score after 1 half of football. And the Slash dancers out there to show their support to their team. Definitely been a fun game so far. Slash and Soul have kept this one close and very competitive. Not bad for a playoff game in the divisional rounds. Soul a little bit behind in this one. It's 26-21. They've got good numbers though. 168 yards passing, 5 yards rushing, 127 yards in the air for the Slash in this one so far. First downs have been pretty close for both teams, as the Soul's 2 giveaways have definitely been problematic for them. Third down, the Soul are 2 for 3 on third down. Slash are 1 for 2, so it's not been too bad. No penalties today, so a clean football game as of the first half. The opposing quarterback, Tony Graziani, 92.6 rating, 168 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's 10 for 17 for 58% completion so far on the day. Russell, 109.6, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's 7 for 15 for 46% completion, and also no sacks on the day. So definitely fun to see these 2 quarterbacks doing a good job of this one so far. But Graziani's definitely got to recover from a bad first half. We'll be right back for the second half of football right away. And now, second half of football starting off here as the Slash lead at 26-21. They have an opportunity here to extend that lead back to 2 scores, as that is going to be a big kick there. as that'll go between the uprights. And a touchback, so no return there for Rutledge. But let's see what we can do here on first down. Velcro Bonner and Rutledge out there. Back to pass here. Launch out one toward Rutledge, and that is going to be well defended. It looked like Steve Smith was over there to stop him. See if we can launch this one here. Might be able to get Rutledge here. Back to pass. Launch that one toward Rutledge, and he's going to be well defended. Good job there. Defense is on him. So Bonner, Velcro, Rutledge are still out there. Back to pass here. Bonner's going to get open there on the left-hand side. He's going to get hit and go over the wall. That's going to be a big gain there as he'll get past midfield, first down. Good catch there by Bonner as he got open. So Russell now 8 for 18. 2 touchdowns, 148 yards on the day. Back to pass here. Rutledge going toward the corner of the end zone. Well defended, incomplete. As that one swatted again. So we'll definitely have to try and figure something else out that'll work here. So Joseph Burns out there now, see what he can do offensively as he'll be in for a stint. Throw that one toward Rutledge. He'll get that one. Good short gain there. As he'll get that for about 8 yards. Or they'll call it 7. 3rd and 3 here. So Slash 2 for 3 on 3rd down. Joseph Burns back out there again. Back to pass here. Burns could have the corner, and he will not. Can't bring it down. Incomplete. Ugh. I kind of hate this situation. Coach wants us to go for it, but I don't trust it. 4th and 3. Might as well go for the easy points. It'll be a 27-yarder here. And hopefully the stick won't fail me, but that will go up, over, and good. Mackenzie Holbreaker able to keep it accurate enough that I don't mess it up. So it's an 8-point lead now, 29-21. So Mackenzie Homebreaker able to get the field goal there, a 32-yard field goal. They go 7 plays, 28 yards, and that makes it 29-21. So if the Souls score a touchdown here in this one, they'll have to go for 2 to tie it. So it does help out the Slash defensively as that kick will go between the uprights. And that is going to be a kick belt violation. Burns a little too eager to get down there, so that's going to put the ball on the 10, sadly. Only thing about having a defensive guy out there is quick as can be is that is going to be, Graziani nailed. As he was under a lot of pressure there. It looked like Viong had gone through. A ghost had popped off the line and was looking to try and do some damage. Back to pass there. Going to throw that one, and Smith will get it. As Joseph Burns tried to go for the pick, but he couldn't get it. That'll make it 29-27. As the Souls score, they're keeping this thing close. And Bernard not happy about it. I'm going to do something I normally don't do. I'm going to try the zone here. Let's see what goes on this time. They're going to try and run it. And Graziani's not going to make it. He's going to be stopped short. Good defensive stand there. as that will keep the point difference at 2, 29-27. 10-yard pass from Graziani to Smith. They just can't finish it off, as that'll be a touchback. So really haven't done much in running here. Just try not to rely on the run game, especially in such a close game like this. We're back to pass here. Gonna launch that one toward Rutledge, and he has a good step. Touchdown, Damian Rutledge, the one-shot master. As that one easily done. Russell ran out of time, and he fired it up there, but Rutledge had the distance as Holbrook will line up for the extra point. As that will be up in and good, thankfully. You get worried when that stick does the red. So 36-27. So definitely got to see if we can keep this lead. Rutledge is hit by Russell, 45-yarder. One play and it's done. So 9-point lead here. Still 2 possessions. Not by much though, as this one will go off the pole. And that is going to be a good return there. That's going to be a great return by Smith as he gets that one inside the 20. So really good return there by the Soul. We have had trouble on special teams all year. As that is going to be back to pass there. He's going to be looking at, I played that one horribly. Trying to see if I can do something with it, and I messed that up. We might as well get that drive over with, as now the lead cut down to 3, will be cut down to 2 with the extra point. As that'll be up in and good. Todd France doing everything he can to keep his team in it. Well, now we got to see if we can do something on offense again. Graziani hits Scott, 16-yard pass, 1 play and a touchdown. So the great return definitely helped out, as that'll go off the net. As Rutledge will get a bit of a return out to the 10. So first down. Let's see what Russell can do here offensively. Velcro, Rutledge, and Bonner out there. Go back to pass there. Throw that one toward Rutledge. He will get that, and that'll be a first down just outside the 10. So try to see if maybe we can run this with Moss. If we get a good run here, might be able to do something with it. As Moss will get the handoff, and he'll get past the 10, maybe to the 9, so a short gain there. He gets 4 yards out of that. So second down. Velcro, Rutledge, and Bonner are the 3 receivers here. Back to pass there. Going to throw that one toward Rutledge, and he will get that and cross the plane. Touchdown, Damian Rutledge. That'll put the lead back up to 8, 42-34, so a close game. And the Slash are doing everything they can to stay in front. And that kick is going to be up, in, and good. Homebreaker keeping it just enough. Just accurate enough to where I don't mess this up. 43-34 the score now. 8-yard pass from Russell to Rutledge. 3 plays, 39 yards. And we're finding ways to get our guys. As that kick will be a good one toward the corner of the end zone there. As, Bernard Bailey with a good tackle there. And that'll be down about the 15. After 3 quarters, Slash lead at 43-34 over the Soul. Last quarter to go. Somebody's going home disappointed. We'll see who that may be. 1st and 10 on the 10. Scott, Smith, and Brown lined up to the left. And Graziani back to pass, throws that short. In and out of the hands, though, incomplete. As he looked like he tried to hit Brown on that one, but I'm not certain. We'll find out who it was. As I believe that was Brown that made the catch, but couldn't hang on. Smith back to pass there. That's going to be caught. And Brown taking down. Joseph Burns get it. But, Jacob Hightower, the former Slash player, in on the offensive line, and he's called for holding. So that'll back him up. As Hightower flagged for that one. So that'll make it 2nd and 15. So here we go. Brown, Smith, and Scott to the right. Back to pass here, and there's a sack. Graziani could not hang on as Thomas Villon gets through there, makes the sack, and while they celebrate Graziani with a cheap trip. So that'll make it 3rd and 20 now on the 1-yard line. First time I actually did that blitz all day as we were blitzing the other side. So we'll see how well it does here. As that is going to be a short throw. Brown will catch it inside the 10, but they get about 8 yards there. 4th and 12 now, as they are actually going to kick this one. Todd France has kicked a long one before. Let's see if he does it here. This will be about a 56-yarder, I believe, something like that. As that is going to be up, and it will bank off the uprights. Rutledge will get the return here, and he'll be tripped up and land about the 7-8 yard line. So effectively a punt there, as the coach is happy about that. Let's see what we can do offensively. Probably did the wrong play here, but we'll see what we do. Kevin Snow actually in on offense here. We'll switch things up here and try and see what I can do this time. We'll go back to pass there. Gonna launch that one towards Snow. Snow actually gets it. The defender tried to bring it down, but Kevin Snow's gonna get a catch in this game. 1st down, ball at the 19-yard line, so good catch there by Kevin. As he was able to do that, we'll run that play again. Russell on the day, 13 completions. So he's not been doing bad. Launch that one toward Rutledge, but that one's going to bounce off the wall and hit the grass, incomplete. I was looking for Snow, but Snow looked like he was covered pretty good, so I did not want to risk that one. So 2nd down now. Kevin Snow still out there. Back to pass here. Throw that one toward Rutledge. He will not hang on. In and out of the hands. Incomplete. And there is going to be a penalty on the defense. Looked like it might have been roughing the passer, or another penalty of that nature, as that will give it a 1st down there. So the Soul were actually doing really good there on defense, only to get that one shut down in their face. Rutledge is deep in the corner of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Davian Rutledge having a day here, as that is another score. So this extra point will give the Slash a 16-point lead, the biggest lead of the game for them. As that kick will be up in and good. I have not really had a straight kick all game. But so far, doing good. Cincinnati leading at 50-34. The Slash trying to extend their lead. 21-yard pass from Russell to Rutledge. 5 plays, 44 yards. And this offense is doing pretty good. As that kick will be another one that does not go straight at all, as that'll be a touchback. Only one return for the Soul so far, and it was a great one, but 2:40 left in the game, so Soul got to see what they can do here. Graziati's got to lead his team, as that is going to be a short pass to Scott. Be about 8 yards there. Actually about 6 there, so ball's at the 11, 2nd and 4. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Smith and Brown to the right, Scott to the left. Back to pass, and they're going to throw that one at Bernard Bailey in front of another one, as that is incomplete. If he could have caught that one, that would have been his 3rd interception on the day. 3rd and 4 now, as the clock winding down to about 2 minutes. Graziati 14 for 24, 208 yards on the day, 5 touchdowns but 2 interceptions. He's not really fouled up lately now, as Scott with a catch, and Bailey is going to be hurt, as he looked like he hurt his shoulder. As he laid a hit on the guy, so that's going to be a big loss there for us as they make the catch. 2 minutes to go. Smith off the line to the right. See what they can do. Graziati back to pass, and he's going to be pressured, and he's going to get rid of it in time. Incomplete. And Bailey will be back. Looked like he just bruised his shoulder, so they'll ice him up a bit and bring him back out there if he has time. And there's going to be a good defense there, as that is incomplete. Joseph Burns in front of it. Philadelphia will call timeout. 1:36 left. They've got 2 timeouts left. 3rd and 10. Ball's on the 21-yard line of the Soul. Scott Brown and Smith, as Smith takes off. That's going to be a good throw. Brown's going to get it. He'll spin move and then get out toward the 15. Joseph Burns with a tackle. So ball's going to be on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Brown now with 148 yards on the day. He's been doing spectacular. Soul back to pass here. That was going to be over the middle, and Scott has it. Touchdown, as Kevin Snow could not defend that one. Great pass there by Graziati. As they are actually going to try to go for 2 here. So they will back to pass. Look. It's going to throw that one. That is incomplete. A minute 4 left, or minute 5 on the clock. 50-40. So now they are down by 2 scores. 15-yard pass from Graziati to Scott, and they get it. Let's see if France can get him a good kick here. Golston will have the return. And if he could have broke that tackle, that might have been a lot more for him. 1 minute warning, and the Soul's time is running out. See what we can do here. Rutledge, Velcro, and Bonner are the guys out there. Back to pass there. Throw that one toward Velcro. He will get that. And Philadelphia will call a timeout. That is their 2nd. So Damian Rutledge, offensive player of the game, as he definitely did his job today. Back to pass here. See if Velcro can get this one. He will. Victor Velcro with the catch. Touchdown Slash. Beautiful catch by Velcro there in the corner of the end zone as he had enough of a step to get it. So that's pretty much going to seal this football game. 51 seconds left on the clock, and it's going to be a 17-point lead if this goes through. 56-40. As the Soul came in to Cincinnati hoping for the best, and they found the best defense in the pass game. Russell 8-yard pass to Velcro. 2 plays, 13 yards after the onside kick failed. And the Slash pretty much sealed this one. Final nail in the coffin as that'll be a straight kick, thankfully. And that will be a bit of a return here as Smith will get it past the 10. So here we go. Last stanza here in this game. 42 seconds left. No timeouts for the Soul, so this is just a foregone conclusion. As he's going to swim. Brown's going to make the catch short. That's really not going to do anything. So 20 seconds left here in this one. Going to throw that one, and Brown's going to get that inside the 15. As that is going to be a first down. 15 seconds left. Brown has got his 10th reception, 167 yards. As that is definitely a good day for him. As that one's over the middle, Joseph Burns has got it. And he's going to take that one past the 20. 1 second left on the clock. And that will be it. As the coach comes in and talking with him once more. Joseph Burns actually able to get a snag in this one. So this will be the game. We'll give one more to DeJuan Moss and see how well he can do. As you see Graziani's career, 24,000 yards on the career for him. As DeJuan Moss is going to break free to the left. He'll get about 5, and that'll end it. As the Philadelphia Soul in their season in Cincinnati, 57-40, the final score. The Slash take care of business once again. Scored over 50 points like they've done all year. At least the second half of the year anyway. As when they've got the offensive side clicking, the defense doesn't really have to have much to worry about. And they didn't have to worry about much here. As the Slash got the lead, and they did everything they could to possibly keep it. 57-40, final scores. The Slash ended up winning this one. 282 passing yards for the Slash with 8 rushing yards. 267 for the Soul with 5 rushing yards for them as well. First downs were pretty even on the day. Slash ended up playing a little bit better on the short yardage game. 3 takeaways for the Slash in this one. That definitely helped things out. Soul were very consistent on their drives. 4 for 6 on third down, while the Slash 2 for 4. A few penalties for the Soul actually cost them in this one, as well as the turnovers, as they had a couple, and usually I am the one that had more penalties. So day for Graziani is going to end, the season's going to end 95.2 rating, 271 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He could not get out of his own way. 19 for 32 for a 59% completion. He got sacked one time, while the Slash's Dan Russell, 125.3 rating, 282 yards, 6 touchdowns, 16 for 30 for 53% completion, and no sacks against him. As for the rushing, 1 attempt for 5 yards for hours, as he just was not used today, and he should have been. 4 attempts from Moss. He's able to put together 8 yards and a touchdown on the day, and thankfully no fumbles. Receiving, Mike Brown was the guy today. 10 receptions, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns for him, while Sean Scott, 6 for 77 yards and 3 touchdowns. Steve Smith, the highlighted player, offensive specialist, only 3 for 27 with a touchdown. See, he had a number of drops in this game, and that did not help him out at all. While Davian Rutledge, 10 for 210 yards, 4 touchdowns. Victor Velcro, 3 receptions on the day, 27 yards, and a touchdown. Cornelius Bonner, 2 catches, 32 yards, and a touchdown. Kevin Snow, actually, with an offensive catch and a score, 13 yards there as he helped the team get towards the score. Joseph Burns unable to reel one in this time, but pancakes for the day. Hours with a couple, but he allowed a sack. Scott with a couple, Orr, Smith, and Mabry with a pancake as well for the Soul. Defensively, Mike Brown, 5 tackles on the day. Eddie Moten with 4 tackles. Dwight Anderson with 4. Mabry with 2 tackles and a miss. Pongo, Hours, Orr, Miller, Scott, and White each also get a tackle as well. While defensively for the Slash, Victor Velcro all over the place with 5 tackles. Bernard Bailey with 3 tackles and 2 interceptions. Joseph Burns, 2 tackles, 1 interception. Shuron Pearson, our backup fullback linebacker, with a couple of tackles. Jason Johnson with a tackle. Onomatopoeia with a tackle. Thomas Viong with a sack. Big V showing up here in this game. Freeborg, Van Diver, and Bonner each get a tackle in this one, as Bonner was surprisingly quiet on the day. Todd France misses the only field goal attempt that he had, but it was a 50-plus yarder, so definitely was not a good one there. While Mackenzie Homewrecker missed 1 extra point, but he was 3 for 3 on field goals, the longest, that 48-yarder, and he hit the rest of them that were under 40 yards as well. So definitely a good day for him. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll be doing what we can to get to the conference championship and see if we can win it. But definitely was a good game today. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And if you like what you see, like and subscribe. It definitely helps me out a lot. Appreciate you. May God bless you. Have a good one.